Hi, I'm James Santiago from Voodoo Lab, and we're going to talk about fuzz faces and Hendrix. So to start with, I've got a 66 plexi up there. We've got the presence, bass, middle, and treble all on 10. The volume of the amp's sitting somewhere around 7 or 8, 7-ish roughly. So by itself, this is the sound we have with just a kind of half tuned down strat. So now what we're going to do is add our fuzz faces. Now, the thing with the fuzz is it doesn't really want to be near any sort of modern gear, anything that's, FET switching, non-true bypass stuff like a basic tube screamer here. Has a buffer circuit in it that runs the bypassing. So if at all possible, we don't want that really anywhere near the front of our fuzz. So just to show you that, I'm going to go ahead and go use guitar straight into this first 1966 Arbiter England fuzz. It's germanium. So let's listen to that. What we're looking for in this signal path is the ability to roll the volume back and have it completely clean up. So again, with just the guitar, the fuzz, and the Marshall, I can do that. It cleans up really nice, so you can hear, like when in Axis Bold as Love, when you hear him do the solo, he kind of ramps up with the clean sound and immediately blows into the fuzz, That kind of thing. Now, I'll show you the same thing also with got a silicone one over here. This is a newer Hendrix one from Dunlop. Just to show you the difference. It's a little brighter, but there's a trick to this. And if you, in fact, with most silicone ones, if you just get the fuzz knob and pull it back a little bit, it'll actually start to warm up and pull the sort of dry back. So here's what that sounds like. Okay, it's completely clean. To show you what happens if you were to stick something with a modern sort of buffer bypass in it, I'm going to put the tube screamer right in front of the fuzz and you can hear what happens to it. You can hear starts compressing and pulsing, and it just doesn't get any better. So that's what it sounds like when you do that by accident. So we won't want to do that. If you have to, you can always put the like something like a tube screamer, a delay, or anything, after your fuzz. It changes the tone a little bit, but at least the impedance is correct, where you can get your guitar into the fuzz, and then after that, sort of maintain the signal with a decent buffer. That's a good example of that. If you were to listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan's Tightrope from the Austin City Limits show, you can actually see him riding the fuzz, actually for his clean sound. So here's an example of that. Kind of that sound there. And actually, if you watch him after his first solo, you can actually see him slowly riding the volume back to find the sweet spot, which is around there. Okay, one last thing about fuzzes. Let me clarify the silicone fuzz thing. where I talked about, the fuzz knob. If you don't have it on 10, it actually warms up and pulls the drive back a little bit. You get a thicker sound. Let me show you the difference when this thing's on 10 as opposed to where I had it before. So here it is on 10. A little bright, a little too much fuzz actually. Let me clean it that well. Now if I pull the knob back, you'll start to hear the actual treble end start to kind of close a little bit and thicken up. Right about in there. Sounds good. Again, when I put it back up to 10, little harsh. So if you're going to buy a fuzz, go ahead and take a little extra time and play with the fuzz knob and see if you can find that sweet spot and if it's something that you like and that's part of your sound.